Bella walks to the zoo. She sees some crazy things. The monkey swings in a tree. The lion roars in its cage. 3 ostriches eat hungrily. A fancy parrot sings loudly. Bella looks and listens all day long until it is time to leave. And then she leaves. In this episode, I'm going to tell you how to practice reading novels and storybooks with younger students, like primary level. Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of English with Sarvi. Oops! We are ELT with Sarvi from now on, okay? English language teaching with Sarvi, because as I told you before, all of these videos are for teachers mostly, not the students. In this episode, I'm going to give you some great activities that you can do in order to make your students curious about a story, or you want to just practice and work with the characters of the story before you actually read the story, or even for the time that you are finished with one chapter or finished with the whole book. For the first activity, I want you to listen to this music and tell me what you think the story is going to be about. Give them some time to think and then write their ideas on the board. Nice guesses. Now, what do you think the name of this story is? At this point, it can be a story you're talking about or a movie. So yeah, as you can see, it is just less boring than looking at the photos, for example, or the cover of the storybook and trying to guess the story. It can be really fun for the learners that learn better through hearing things. It's also really engaging. For this second activity, you need 2 students sitting in front of each other, facing each other. Then one of them needs to listen to you and do exactly as you tell them to you, and the other one needs to do either the opposite or the same thing. It depends on you. I mean, you can instruct them to do the same thing that the other student is doing, or the opposite of what they are doing. For example, if they are jumping, the other one needs to decide to freeze. Max, a small dog, jumped onto the picnic table. He smelled burgers and corn. Max barked at the 2 children and begged for food. Molly, a quiet cat, sat next to the cook and purred softly for a hamburger. And that's when the kids gave them burgers and they ate the burgers happily. For the third activity, I was thinking about the time that we give drills to our students, or we ask them to read a part of the story for the others loudly. It can be a little bit overwhelming. One of them can be really boring, like repetitions and drills, and the other one can be a little intimidating and overwhelming, like when you ask a student to read a part of the story aloud for the others. Maybe they have got some pronunciation problems, maybe the other students will try to correct them all the time, maybe they are too slow or too fast. So what I do in order to make the repetition fun for my students is to have one crazy frog photo or one crazy frog flashcard that I will be adding like in the middle of the other flashcards. Then as I am asking them to repeat all over and they are repeating the flashcards one after another, then I will have that frog all of a sudden popped out. And then whenever they see the crazy frog, they need to, for example, jump or dance or face the wall or spin around. Jump,
jump,
fly,
fly,
swim,
swim,
crazy frog, fly,
fly,
cry,
cry,
crazy frog,
crazy frog,
So, for when I want somebody to read a part of the story aloud, instead of asking that somebody to do it, I will ask everyone to think about their favorite character in the movie or in the book, or their favorite Disney character, and then they will think about the way that character sounds in their head. Then 1, 2, 3. When I say 3, they need to all together start reading that paragraph with the sound of that character in their head. This way you will have everybody reading, but nobody is going to be thinking about the other one, and monitoring them will actually be easier for you. You will be walking around, listening to them one by one, and you're not actually pointing a finger at anybody, which is exactly what we want, especially in younger groups. These were just parts of the things that I learned from Louise Pike in her most recent workshop that she held for Pearson. Thank you again, Louise.